This is the last time y'all see me sit on my porch for a halftime update. Because it's been a little minute. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. So, Miami up 17-7. Luke from my home give you boys a spark. Yeah, I'm watching this game. It's a rivalry game, so I don't want to make too much of it. By the way, can everybody hear me? Is my sound good? Thumbs up if my sound is good, please, just real quick. But like I was saying, I don't want to make too much of it, right? Because it's a rivalry game. But I don't. There's no way like you're impressed with these Hurricanes, right? Sound is meh. Okay, well I'm outside, so that kind of makes sense why it might be a little. Sound might not be great, but it is what it is. Miami's done a good job, and I'm frozen. Well, 1 second. Says I got good Wi-Fi connection. Anyway, we're just gonna keep rolling. I want to shout out Omar Graham. I want to shout out number 9. The guy that we've watched the last 2 weeks, Omar Graham, is not the same guy we watched play Georgia Tech in Ireland or the second game. Well, now it's saying that I lost connection, so I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. Omar Graham, man, has been playing very well, so shout out to Omar. Number 9 is playing like a damn linebacker, and he looks like the best linebacker on the team, quite honestly. He looks like the best linebacker on the team. And I think Blake Nicholson is continuing to get better. Of course, the Canes look beatable. But shout out to Luke for giving us that spark. So we scored some points. Yeah, I like the fact that I saw Mike Norvell get on Adam Fuller for those late substitutions. Like, Adam's got to. What are you doing? What are you doing, Adam Fuller? Like, oh my God. Adam Fuller with these late substitutions. Adam Fuller with these situational defensive play calls. You call a zero blitz pretty much on that Miami conversion, man. You call a zero blitz, but you have your corners 10 yards off of the ball. That's crazy. Press them. Cam Ward has not done well. Well, to Cam Ward's credit, he has not panicked under pressure. Like, he hasn't thrown the pick, which is what Cam Ward hasn't thrown. like the fact that Mike got on him, but Mike got on him about the late substitution. You when you know Miami's going to push the pressure. Miami's not substituting. To hold that Miami team that statistically I think number one offense. FSU's done a pretty good team so far. Look, I don't seeing some promise. We got LaWayne McCoy involved on the screen. You got they tried to get the ball to BJ Gibson. You got Hakeem, man. Hakeem. Now, bro, Hakeem, go get the ball. Like, at some point, man, our playmakers gotta make a play. Make a play. We gotta make a like that was a perfect situation for Hakeem to go make a play. And you misjudge, don't even get your hands on the ball. I thought that was kind of ridiculous, man. Yeah, my connection's going in and out. It's okay. Don't worry. Post game live, y'all already know what it is. Cam Ward, but yeah, Cam Ward's they've been able to get their hands on him. Miami's done a pretty good job of running the ball. We'll see, man. We'll see what we do. Let me scoot back a little bit. Yeah, our wide receivers are, I hate to say it, but like in that situation right there, it's like, come on, bro. Hakeem, you got to go make a play. Like at some point, we got athletes. We need receivers to go make plays. At some point, you have to have pride to go make a play. Another critique I'll have on the offense. I don't mind the Wildcat call that we tried to go to, but let that should be a quick snap. Like that. Stop all that pre-snap motion. We can barely execute a normal running plays. So let's just line up and run the play. If you want to do Wildcat, in my opinion, that should be a quick snap. That should be trying to catch a defense not completely ready. All that pre-snap motion, and of course they have to burn a timeout because it's almost a delay game. So those are things I think you can clean up. I'll talk more about this in the post game, but Mike Norvell, man, I think Mike sticking with number 4 so long, I think botched this season. I really think you could have went to the 2 quarterback season, the 2 quarterback thing from game 1, and we have a better record as far as I'm concerned. So, it's still, the fact that it's even relatively close game to me is a plus. Now, we'll see what that offense adjusts. We'll see what adjustments get made during halftime, if any, for Miami, as far as if they can try to, get some more. They've locked Restrepo down in the first half. Restrepo, when it comes to playing Florida State, Restrepo doesn't do shit. Their number 1 receiver is getting locked up. I also want to shout out. People may or may not be seeing it, but I see it. I think Earl Little looks way more natural as a safety, in my opinion. I think he just looks better playing safety. So I like to see that. I like to see Earl stay out there at safety. I think he looks better there. You saw Edwin at some nickel. Obviously, we know Edwin has a bright future. Really, all the shine goes to the defense for the most part in the first half, as far as some of the younger guys flashing. I mean, the D-line on the run, we're not strong in the middle of the defense, so we know that. So that's where Miami's having their success. But on the edges, we're holding on pretty well. Um, I'm maybe I'm late to the party on this one. Maybe I'm late to the party on this one. Pat Payton has no moves. He's got no pass rushing moves. At least I'm noticing like they're not even chipping our DNs. Like they're just going one on one with our DNs, and our DNs they have no pass rushing moves at all. So that's concerning, because if they did, we'd have a little bit more success um, getting to the quarterback. But we've actually done a pretty good job of getting to the quarterback. So again, Omar Graham has looked like the best. I would say Omar Graham looks like the best player on defense in this game. He's played very well. Number 23 is Cheeks. No surprise there. Fentrell Cypress. He's buns, right? He's no good. Um, Az is a good coverage DB, but man, is he soft as cotton. You get from number 8 on that outside. I would run to his side of the field every time, because you're not going to get any run support from him. Um, but he's a good coverage corner. He's not going to give you anything in run support. It just is what it is from that. And me personally, I would bench number 1. If it was me, I would bench number 1, and I would run with Kirkland and Earl Little, a combination of those young safeties, because Shaheem just ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened to him. Thought he would grow into that role. Thought he would be a lot better player. But I'm just not seeing it from Shaheem Brown, as far as I'm concerned. The younger guys are starting to really outshine the older guys, especially on that defensive side of the ball. Finally make a play. So it is good to see him finally make a play. All the plus goes to the defense. As far as the offense goes, our O-line is down to Robert Scott. We got Rizzy, Robert Scott on the O-line. No Otto this game. I don't know if that's just because he's hurt, or they decided to go with the Harvard guy. As far as the offense goes, and then no Cam Davis. Keziah Holmes did get that touchdown. I'm surprised he's even getting snaps. It seemed like offensively they went away from Keziah Holmes. They were going more with Cam Davis and even some Singleton, but he's gotten, with the injuries, Keziah Holmes is getting a little bit more snaps. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do offensively. I think I got a package here. Hello. Thank you. Oh, you got to take a picture of it? All right. So, yeah, Holmes had that was a good goal-line call, which almost, was it a pitch? I think it was a pitch. That was actually a pretty decent play. I thought they were going to go up the middle again, but they went to the outside and it worked. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm outside, so let me know. Let me know when game comes back on, please. And yeah, that's the game in a nutshell. Defense has done a pretty decent job. Defense has done a pretty decent job. Offense is the same offense, but we got a little bit of a spark from Luke Kromenhoek on some running plays. So we'll see if we can get something in the passing game going, because that passing game is there to be had. Miami is very suspect in the back end of their defense. I've been saying that all year. So It is what it is there. Yeah, I agree about Graham. Like again, I'm happy that he's turned it around. At the end of the day, I only call it like I see it. As far as I'm concerned, if you play well, I'm gonna say you play well. If you play like trash, I'm gonna say you play like trash. It's never nothing personal with me. So shout out to Graham because he's again looked like the best player on the defensive side of the ball. This game, the last two games, he's been the best linebacker for sure. And even in coverage, like on that touchdown, on that throw to the end zone, like Graham was there to break that pass up to Restrepo, and Graham's been there blitzing in the backfield, run. So Graham's been doing it all. Maurice Smith, yeah, high snaps. Maurice Smith continued. Good thing Luke Tomahawk is 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Because Maurice continues to suck at snapping the ball for some reason, and he's been in. The game looks winnable, but we know our offense, right? So I don't disagree. Like the game looks winnable for sure. Miami doesn't look like a whatever you want to call them. You know, they're winning the game. They should be beating a 1-6 team. Like that's nothing, right? You're beating a 1-6 team. Congratulations. But again, it's just the offense. I like even on that touchdown drive. I mean, it was kind of lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like there was some luck involved there. I'll take it for sure. I'll definitely take some luck. But if we can't string together some drives, you can't expect the defense to continue to give up. Like defense gave up 17 points in the first half, another 17 points, and what is that? 30. What is that? 34. I mean, we can't score 30 anything, right? We can't hit 20. So if our offense can't put some type of drives together, can't keep our defense off the field in some type of way, then they're eventually just going to keep chopping down at the tree, so to speak. And Miami will score more points, obviously. So that's just what it is. Again, I had no expectations of winning this game. I didn't do a pre-show or anything. I literally got off the plane last night. So but nothing going on that I'm not shocked about anything I've watched so far. Good to see Luke. I'm interested to see what they do with that quarterback. Do they go back to Brock? Or do they just stick with Luke in the second half? That's going to be interesting to see. And we'll see how that plays out as far as the offense goes. And again, I think the defense is playing well, but I expect Miami to come out with some type of adjustments. And I don't know how Adam Fuller, again, I think the major killer defensively has really just been the defensive play calls. It's really just been the defensive play calls. And if we can't tighten some of that stuff up, I don't really know what to tell you. Again, Miami's going to score more points. So we'll see what happens. Game is back. All right, game is back on. I'm going to go back in here, get back on this game. And y'all know what to do. Catch me after the game. All right, y'all, I'm out.